Ever pondered the mystery of our existence? What if our creation was not as you've been led to believe? Today, we take a detour from the beaten path of accepted history, away from the familiar tales of divine intervention and evolution, to explore an intriguing alternative. Welcome, curious minds, to a journey through time, to a civilization that thrived more than 5,000 years ago, in what we now know as southern Iraq, the land of the Sumerians. Their ancient texts, etched in cuneiform on clay tablets, tell a story that challenges our conventional understanding of human creation. These texts reveal a tale of celestial beings and genetic manipulation, of earthly dominion and divine intervention. A tale that, if true, could reshape our understanding of human history and purpose. So buckle up and set your skepticism aside, if only for a moment. Journey with me as we delve into the ancient Sumerian texts that tell a different tale. The Sumerians, believed to be one of the earliest civilizations, worshipped an intricate pantheon of gods, often referred to as the Anunnaki. In the heart of ancient Mesopotamia, the Sumerians, a people of profound wisdom and complexity, looked to the heavens and saw not just stars but the divine abodes of their gods. These celestial beings, they believed, were the architects of the cosmos, the shapers of their world. At the apex of this divine hierarchy was Anu, the sky god, the supreme authority. His dominion was the firmament, the expanse above, and from there he presided over the cosmos. Anu was the embodiment of divine kingship, a symbol of the absolute power that governs the universe. Enlil, the god of wind, was the executive power, the mover of clouds and rivers, the one who breathes life into the world. He was considered the patron of kings and the father of gods. His edicts were immutable, his will unassailable. The Sumerians revered him as the orchestrator of destiny, the one who set the world in motion. Then there was Enki, the god of water and wisdom. Enki was the master of the abyss, the lord of the subterranean freshwater ocean called the Abzu. His domain was the source of life-giving water and wisdom. Enki was the shaper, the innovator, and the trickster. He was the god who would defy the divine order to aid humanity. These deities, along with a host of others, formed the Sumerian pantheon. A pantheon that was not just a collection of myths and legends, but a complex system that mirrored the Sumerians' understanding of the world and their place in it. The Sumerians didn't see their gods as distant and indifferent. They saw them as active participants in the world, beings who could be petitioned, appeased, or even angered. Their lives were intertwined with the divine, their fate inseparable from the will of the gods. The Sumerians believed these gods were not mere myths, but divine beings who engineered the very fabric of life. Now imagine this. The Sumerians believed that humans were created by these gods, not by chance, but as a result of deliberate genetic manipulation. Picture a time when the world was young, and the gods walked among us. The Sumerians tell a tale of such a time when humans were born not of evolution, but of divine intervention. The gods, they say, created us, not from the dust of the earth, as some other creation stories suggest, but through a more intricate process. Enter Enki, the god of wisdom, water, mischief, and creation, and Ninhursag, the mother goddess of the mountains. These two, according to the Sumerians, were the masterminds behind the creation of mankind. Their method? A blend of clay and divine blood, an act that would infuse humans with both the solidity of the earth and the divine essence of the gods. Enki took the clay from the earth, the very soil we walk upon, and Ninhursag infused it with the blood of a slain god. This act, this mixing of the mundane and the divine, resulted in the creation of the first humans. We were in essence a bridge between the divine and the earthly, a blend of the eternal and the transient. But why, you might ask, would gods go to such lengths to create us? Why not create another species or leave the world as it was? Well, according to the Sumerians, we humans were designed for a purpose. We were created to serve the gods, to work the land and mine the resources that the gods needed. This tale, this ancient Sumerian creation story, paints a picture of mankind that is both humbling and awe-inspiring. We were made from the earth and the divine, born not out of chance but of deliberate design. We are, according to this ancient civilization, more than just evolved apes. We are a species with a purpose, a species designed by the gods themselves. In other words, according to the Sumerians, we are not a product of evolution, but a species designed for a purpose. But why would these gods go to such lengths to create us? A question that has perplexed historians and scholars alike for centuries. According to the Sumerian texts, the answer is far from what we'd expect. In the Sumerian creation story, the purpose of human creation was not for love, companionship, or the mere joy of creation. It was for something quite practical, even utilitarian. The Sumerian gods, it appears, needed workers. And not just any workers, but workers capable of mining gold, a precious resource even to the gods. Imagine that. Humanity in all our complexity and potential created to serve as laborers in the celestial gold mines. The Sumerian texts suggest that the gods themselves were unwilling or unable to perform this laborious task. They needed beings who were intelligent enough to understand and execute instructions, yet submissive enough to accept their role without rebellion. So they engineered us, humans, to fulfill this role. But it wasn't just about the gold, it was also about service. The Sumerian gods, much like the Greek and Roman deities, were not self-sufficient entities. They required sustenance, offerings, and worship. Humans were created to fulfill these needs as well, to provide the gods with the adulation and reverence they desired. Yet, there's a strange kind of dignity in this narrative. We were not created as playthings or afterthoughts. We were needed, essential even, to the functioning of the divine realm. Our labor, our service, our existence had value. And while it may not be the divine purpose many of us envision, it's a purpose nonetheless. So in the grand tapestry of the Sumerian creation story, humans were not an accident, nor a divine experiment. We were a solution, an innovation, a necessary cog in the divine machine. And that, my friends, is quite a twist to the conventional narrative. Quite a twist to the conventional narrative, isn't it? We were made not in the image of gods, but as their laborers. The Sumerian creation story offers a radically different perspective on human existence and purpose. This ancient narrative, etched onto clay tablets thousands of years ago, presents a captivating tale of gods and humans. It's a chronicle that doesn't just tell of creation, but also of manipulation and purposeful design. The Sumerians believed in a pantheon of gods, the Anunnaki, who were not only creators of the universe, but also the architects of humanity. According to the Sumerian texts, humans were not a natural evolution, but a designed species, created to serve the divine beings. This is where the Sumerian narrative diverges sharply from mainstream interpretations of human origins. While modern science attributes our existence to the slow process of evolution, the Sumerians suggested a more purposeful, directed creation. But why would these divine beings need to create us? The Sumerian texts provide an answer. They state that humans were made to be workers for the gods, to carry out tasks and toil on their behalf. It's a provocative idea that challenges our self-perception as masters of our own destiny. The implications of this narrative are profound and unsettling. If the Sumerians were right, it would mean that we are not the result of random evolution, but the product of a deliberate act of creation. It would mean that our existence serves a purpose beyond just survival and reproduction. But of course, these are ancient stories, and it's difficult to say how much truth they hold. The Sumerians were a civilization that thrived thousands of years ago, and their understanding of the world was shaped by their own beliefs and experiences. Yet the Sumerian creation story continues to fascinate us, not just for its historical significance, but also for the questions it raises about our origins, our purpose, and our place in the universe. In the end, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? Are we truly the masters of our own destiny, or are we just pawns in a cosmic game? Whether you believe in the Sumerian creation story or not, it certainly gives us food for thought. This ancient narrative, in all its intricate detail, paints a picture of humanity's origins that is both haunting and fascinating. It provokes us to question the very fabric of our existence, to delve into the mysteries that have perplexed us for millennia. The Sumerians' tale, with its celestial beings and genetic manipulation, may seem far-fetched to some. Yet isn't it the nature of knowledge to be ever-evolving, ever-expanding? Today's fiction could be tomorrow's fact. So let's keep our minds open, our curiosity piqued. Let's continue to explore and question, to seek out our own answers. Let's not shy away from the unknown, but rather embrace it, delve into it. For it is in the depths of the unknown that we often find the most profound truths. After all, in the quest for understanding, isn't it our duty to challenge what we think we know,